Actually, I've done it. The first part. Okay, the first half of the puzzle is complete. It provides one gold star. All right, maybe again, if someone is watching this from the future after the stream is um, after the stream, basically, this is just me going through the questions. The first time that I'm seeing that, and this is not the yeah, I haven't seen the question right now for specifically the part 2. So if you're looking for a solution right now, this is not the correct place. At the end of the video, I'll go over the solution, of course, but this will be, I need to solve it first. Um, I think that's it from my side. Um, let's jump to it. So we did something this IDs yesterday. The first half of it was basically looking at the number, um, iterating over this range, and for each number I was splitting it into two, and then checking if these two parts are identical or not. Right now, let's continue with the question. The clerk quickly discovers that there are still invalid IDs in the ranges in your list. Oh my god. Maybe the young elf was doing other silly patterns as well? Now, an ID is invalid if it is made only of some sequence of digits repeated at least twice. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 times, and 1, 2, 3, 3 times. Oh my god. 5 times. 1, 7 times are all invalid IDs. This one has still 2 invalid IDs. From here, 95, no, it's not invalid. 96, no. 97, no. 98, no. 99, yes, it has invalid. 100, no, it's not invalid. 101, no. So it is, it's only possible to have, like, if, since it's an odd number, not the odd number, but like the number of digits is odd, it should be, yeah, I don't know, like, actually, no. Even if it's an odd number, it can be divided by, like, for here, it's like odd number of digits is 9, but it can, like, consist of three digits and numbers, right? Identical ones. Okay, so this will be a bit more difficult, I guess. All right. I would just like to jump into the implementation right now. Not because I know the answer, but I think it can be better to, just jump on it. Okay, so solution 2 will basically read the ranges in the same manner as before, and then we will go over the ranges, and then we'll split them. I think I already have some splitting part. Do I have it get start end, right? So given a range, you can have the start and end. I think we can also make it not an integer. I think it created some problems. But you can make it just a string, okay? And pass it as such. So start and end, get start end, and you pass the range to it. So if you were to print the start, for example, we should see so the first one is 989.133, and it's 989.133, yes. So it seems to be working. So we have the start and end, and we'll go over these range, and each one will be an ID, right? So we're talking about an ID. For ID in range from start to the end, including the last value, we'll do some check, right? If is invalid, let's call it like this. If it's invalid, the ID will basically, I think we're summing them up, adding up, right? You're adding it, so you increase the total by typecasting into the ID to integer and putting into the total. But if it's not, you'll just continue moving on, and in the end you'll write down the total, right? So I think so far so good. Let's say let's start implementing def is invalid. All right. Yeah, let's have it like value, right? It will be a string, actually. Let's call it ID. I'm fine with ID, and we'll return a boolean. Let's say it's like false. It's invalid all the time, or like let's say it's always valid. Invalid. Wait. Yeah. So here in this case it should be 0, right? So here we had this issue again. Did I? It's not seeing the range for some reason. Range. Oh, sorry, the end is, yeah, sorry. Uh, oh, got it, yeah, okay. I think this, I mean, even, yeah, you're iterating over the integers, right? You have to make them an integer. I'm okay. Let's do it in the old fashion. So, sorry for my... Okay, I think it's done. So we'll probably pass an integer here as well. Here it's okay, it will go through it, and yeah. So this should be 0, but what if it was true? We should probably add them up. So since it's an integer, we'll just add it like this. So we expect basically the whole of it. So if we were to, I don't know, yeah, basically we're adding them all. But we'll have some logic here. Okay, imagine you had a number at your hand. So this should be invalid, right? um, how would you determine it? You basically, in the simplest way possible, okay? um, Imagine you have 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 and up to 9 9. All right, so this isn't like the thing that you do. What do? You take like this one should be equals to this one, right? But probably you have to do some kind of typecasting to it, and then you can do this thing. If it's like this, you'll return invalid, right? You'll return true. Else you'll return false. Interestingly, it's I think it should still work, but yeah, for some values, like they're like in one, right? But yeah, so for most of the time, it should work, like, for these numbers. What about this one then? Let's take care of it. 1 2 3 4 5, whatever. So these numbers, they're like, yeah, you you can also take care of them. Like if you can take the size of it. If it's like 1, forget about it. It's not repeating, so it's false. So now we should have some kind of number, right? So we handled this thing. All right, what about this thing? 1 2 1 2 or 3 4 3 4. Okay, it means, so for now, for this one, for example, it goes here. The length is not 1, so it passes here. It comes here and it checks 1 2 1 1 and 2. They're not the same, so it returns false. It says it's a valid thing, right? But actually it's invalid because it's repeating. So we have to check that before going on here. You have to check more things. Perhaps you have to check if the length of the ID is 2 here, and then you need to do this. And you can say if length of it is 3, for example, right? If it's 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3, then you will check. Okay, then in this case, this one should equals to this one, and this one should equals to this one. That's the only possible way that it's invalid. Right. What about, so we basically have the yeah, we're basically iterating over each scenario. We're increasing. If the length of the, like, it can't be 0, right? Length of it, number of digits. So perhaps you can call it like n digits, all right? Just to make it clearer. So we'll have additional layer of abstraction here, but it's okay, I believe. So for 1, it's not repeating anyway. For 2, that's the only possible way. For 3, that's the only possible way. All right. If number of digits is 4, so then you have to have like, there's possible, like, this is one possibility, 1 2 1 2, right? Or it can repeat. So this thing will get a bit more ugly right now. There are 2 options as far as I see. One of them is basically this. but it's repeated again. So 1, 1, 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. All right. And the other option is id to 2 equals id from 2 to the end. So it will support 1 to 1 2, and it will support 1 1 1 or 3 to 3, right? Those are the only possible options. Like for number of, if number of digits is 4, it can be only consisting of 4 one digits or 2 digits. Let me step ahead and think about like 5. What's the only way? It's this numbers can't be divided by any other number other than 1 and 5. So there's only one possible way. It means 5 times one digit number. How about n digits is equal? It's 6. It can be 6 times one digit, or 3 times 2 digit, 2 times 3 digit, and that's it. 1 times 6 digit doesn't count. So basically, as the number of digits increase, the problem is like the subset. The problem, like, yeah, the things that you need to check increases. But yeah, basically you would have basically like two utilities somehow, some kind of two utilities. That reminds me, like, first you need to understand like this number is divided by which numbers. Okay, I forgot about the name of it. Is it like common divisor divisors, or no, not that. Do we have like divisors of a number? What's this? No, not AI mode. Wait. A divisor of an integer of number. Divisors, yeah. Get divisors, okay? You'll give a number and it will give you a list of numbers. And the other utility would be is repeating. You can give the number here, or like whenever you give a number to it, it will divide the number k times and returns a list. And then you divide a string, and it will give you a list of strings, and you will check if they are identical, right? So it should work something like this. Given an ID, integer, you call get divisors of an integer, and you'll have divisors, okay? And from divisor in divisors, divide string integer, the string ID into divisor, all right? And then you have divided ID, or like ID parts, all right? And you will have n times, like divisor times, all right? And then you'll check if an array has exact strings on each element. I'm not sure if, yeah, some kind of like this. All right, I think this can do. This should return some kind of I'm guessing, yeah. Yeah. As identical parts, you can call it like this. Or like is repeating ID, you can call it. And then if it's a repeating ID, you'll basically return it right away. Otherwise, you'll keep on going for each divisor. Let me check the logic. So is invalid, you get the integer, and then you divisors. Actually, it's not you just have to pass how many digits on this ID is, and then once you have it, it will return you the divisors of this number. All right. All right. Once you have this, wait, is it true? Oh, okay. I thought it's like a one-liner thing, but I think it can be done as this comprehension, but it's okay. I think it's okay. So this will give you the get divisors, and then from here on, you will have you will divide this string to this ID parts, and then you're going to check if it's repeating. If it's repeating, you'll return true. So let's implement the divide part. It will accept the ID as a string, yeah, and it will return a list of strings, and it will also have this k, like how many times to divide it, right? But so you it will start from 2, it will stop at this, and then the step is the k times, right? um, let's see, I want to see what it will do. Divide a bit, like AB by 3. No, that's not right. K is here. Yeah, if you divide by this, you actually look like you want to have something like this. Um, well, of course, you want to have something like this. Okay, yeah, that's what you want. From the I to the I plus k, and this each part is then appended to the parts list, and then once you call it, you'll you can also return the parts here, and we'll print it AB. If we do 2, it will do this, right? So given that, we can, I think, move on to the rest of it. It was giving an error in all, right? So it has given a very big number. Looks suspicious, but yeah. So for basically, we're going over the start and end range, and if you see, yeah, maybe it's okay, I don't know. What was the previous numbers? Yeah, so for this range, you're sending it to here. Perhaps we can go step by step. ID is this, and then we will be, where is the control panel? Yes, n digit is 6, divisors is 3, 2, 3, 6 as expected. For divisor in divisors, you check like ID parts. For 2 is this and this and this. It's repeating, false. You move on. For 3, the parts are this right now, is repeating, false. For 6, it will try again. Oh wait, it found it. Oh, it found it repeating. But how come? Let's go again. I think it will do the same here. For 6. Oh, 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 oh. You don't have. You shouldn't. You shouldn't include itself as a divisor. So this should work. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think this should work, by the way. I'm pretty confident, but it's not right apparently. Hmm. Hmm. Let's go again. So we have this. It shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. We move on. This one shouldn't be. Maybe we can do something like we can do this check here. Skip. Skip. So basically, we shouldn't enter into this total at all. The next time we should enter is this one, 989898. All right, I like it. This one, I like it. This one, I like it. This one, I like it. Did it skip a lot? I don't know. Um, mhm. Hmm. I think it looks fine to me. I gotta go. So I'm definitely missing something here then. Could it be the case that the input is different? Should be identical, I guess. Maybe we should. This thing, let's see it. Can we go to the input txt? Alright, it's identical. Alright. Then let's work on this one perhaps. Um, Wait, it's this number. Is it identical to this one? 512 347 80 23. So we're missing probably some documents. Oh wait, no, no. Um, no, right. It should start from one. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, so completed day two. Just to summarize, basically, I'm reading the ranges here. I'm having a total variable and I'm going over these ranges. I extract the start and end dates, not dates, but like these IDs, right? And for each ID on this range, this is not the optimal solution, but for each ID in this range, I check if it's invalid or not. If it's invalid, okay, we add it to the total. So let's go to the easily invalid one. We first check how many digits are there for this number. And then for this number of digits, we say how many parts we can divide it. Like how many substrings that we can divide this thing to. We can divide it by one character. We can divide it by two, two, two. We can divide it by three, three, three. If it's like six, but we shouldn't divide it by six because just one thing and you can't check the repeatedness there. For number six, you can divide the one character substrings and two character substrings and three character substrings. For 5, you can only divide it by one character substrings. But after you have this number, for 6, it will be 1, 2, 3. We'll go over this each divisor and we'll divide the string into parts, substrings, and then we check if all of the parts are identical for the first part. If it's all exactly the same, this will return true, and if it returns true, it will identify as invalid. Um, all right. I think I will close right now. For the question 3, um, I think like over the weekend I'll have enough time to catch up to the event. Right now I won't be able to see the question 3 for today, um, but that's okay. I haven't seen the comments, but I'll close the stream anyways right now. I gotta go, and have a nice evening. Wishing you a nice evening and see you.